That is the chandelier. Well, that's a lot better. Much, much better so far. Okay, let's see if it's showing up here. There we go. Hey, look at that. All right, success.
And it's horizontal. It's in the crew, it's horizontal. Oh my God, we're cooking with gas.
If only it was your phone, then we'd really be cooking with gas. But we've had to switch to my phone because, believe it or not, Caitlin's phone is proper broken, not just Caitlin broken. So, here we are.
Okay, so we're going to tell a story. A story from long, long, long ago. When did we get married? What year?
It was 2002.
I thought it was 2003.
Of course you did.
Are you sure it's 2002?
I'm positive.
You know the movers when we moved?
Yeah.
Remember we moved?
I do remember. How could I forget?
We moved from our townhome to our new home here, the standalone home.
Uh-huh.
Remember?
I do remember.
And I was trying to remember what our date of our wedding was.
Yep.
And they were moving our video at that particular moment. And I was trying to remember what date our wedding anniversary was. And then the movers shouted out, "It's February 23rd." And I'm like, how the hell do you know? And they knew what the date was, and I didn't. It was kind of sad.
Right? There you go.
Oh, no. Anyway, so 2002?
2002.
Okay, cool. It'll be 18 years. I can do math.
Right?
Shut up.
A long time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay,
you could do math, but you couldn't show up on time.
Okay, so in my defense, there's some defense here.
There's always some defense, right?
Okay,
here we go.
Here's my defense. Okay, so we got married at the Bellagio. Go show the picture.
What picture? Which one? Just any one of them?
No, the pretty one.
Okay, sure.
The one in the glass that's on the little table right there, close to the... Okay, that table. So we have a pretty picture. We do, of our wedding. So we got married at the Bellagio. And oh yeah, that's the pretty picture.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I promise that's a pretty picture. So we got married at the Bellagio. Okay, and that's my sister and her brother. Oh. His brother, her brother. Right?
Someone's brother. I don't know. He just showed up, pulled him off the street. We're like, hey, we need a fourth.
Hi, Amy. Good to see you.
I'm sure Ryan's feeling super special right now.
Okay, so we got married at the Bellagio. I had emailed John the day we were going to get married. I had sent him an email at work. You were not stoked about that.
It was funny. It was funny because I had to explain to my two coworkers that, because I'm like, oh, and they're like, oh, what's going on, John? I'm like, I just received an email as to when I'm getting married.
Well, I had organized things over at my office, and so. Well, I had organized things.
You had organized things.
I had organized
things. Were organized.
Okay, I was a project manager, so I had organized things, and I just sent him an email to save the date.
Right. Okay? Save the date.
Save the date. Yeah. We're getting married on this particular date in Las Vegas at the Bellagio. So so then I had sent the Bellagio our music. I sent them the whole list of what I want played at the Bellagio. Seemed reasonable, right? So I'm at the back, and then so I'm at the back, being all bride-like. John's at the front with the brother, and
Despite being an excellent author, she's telling a shit story right now. Okay. So what happened? We did the photos, and then we had to rush to the actual room where it was going to happen.
The chapel.
Because we were running late. And of course, I go down the aisle, or I'm already up there. Right? I walk down the aisle, best man, blah blah blah. So we're standing up there with
we've got about 100 people in the
just waiting for the bride to show up, right? Then we keep waiting. Got to the point where I was about to take a seat in the front row, just sit down, because I've been standing up there for like 20 minutes. Now, what's going on? I actually thought, I thought, wow, is this happening? Am I going to be left literally standing at the altar? Like you see it in the movies, but you never expect it to happen to you, right? And what have you? And literally, like 30 seconds before I'm just ready, like, all right, I'm sitting down, I'm taking a seat. Music fires up.
Well, okay, here's what's going on in the background, okay? I'm kind of pissed off, okay? Because I had emailed them a list of the music. And they thought I was going to bring a CD. It's back in CD days. And I'm like, well, why the fuck would I have emailed you a list of the music if I was going to bring a CD, for God's sakes? Come on, people.
It's kind of a good point.
Come on, people.
Kind of a good point.
Okay? And so then I have to punt. What frickin' music do you have that's kind of close?
What do you got on hand?
What do you got on hand? Because I need some music to go down the aisle. And,
We already pulled the guy off the street to be best man, so what do you got for music?
Anyway, so I am angry, and I am having, I'm not having the Bridezilla moment, I'm having project manager moment, which is, let's get this shit together, people, okay? So I'm pulling out the email because I'm proving to them I have the email. Come on.
Forget about the groom. I'm going to prove that I'm right. Well, he can stand up there.
John knows I'm coming. John knows I'm coming.
Thing is, I didn't. I wasn't sure. I'm like, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I thought you knew.
How would I know? How would I know any of this, to be honest? Didn't know any of it. The only reason I knew if something was off is what she does. She starts coming down the aisle and it's the freaking Titanic song. And I'm like, we never even saw the movie. The Titanic song was like last on the list.
Well, it's one of the ones they had, for God's sakes.
Nor were we Celine Dion fans. Like, I don't know how that happened.
Was it the Titanic song? I can't remember anymore.
Memories. Making memories. Yep. It didn't matter, right? You were pissed.
I was. But I was smiling. Come on, I was nice.
Of course you were.
Of course you were. And they said I was a happy bride.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. I mean, I put on a happy face.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. I was happy being married to you.
You were.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really was.
Yeah.
I was happy. By that time, I had put away my anger, and then I was happy.
You unpacked your happiness.
My happiness. Whatever. Stop that. Be nice. I was happy.
Yeah.
I was happy.
Good.
Okay.
There you go. That's
Debbie Douglas McCry, her hubby sang something from the Beatles. Shut up, John! I'm reading things.
Yeah, you are. I will admit, I'm glad I didn't have to sing. I can't sing.
Well, God knows I can't sing.
Right?
He's like, stop that. Shut that down whenever I try to sing. Okay, so that's how I was kind of late to the wedding. But we ended up having pretty pictures. And a pretty marriage. It's been going on for quite some time now.
True story. What? You just did math, right?
It's going to be 18 years.
18 years.
18 years in February. And this time I'm going to remember. I have reminders in my phone, and people are going to remind me. I promise.
You know, as long as you're close. Get the month right, I'm happy. Right? Just wait for Valentine's Day to come along, and then just wait a little bit. Wait like a week, and you're golden.
I'm golden.
Right?
Oh my God, I'm blushing.
In fact, literally, like if you Valentine's Day the 14th, and you add 7, that's the 21st. That's really almost perfect.
That is.
Right?
Okay. So there you go. Okay, there you go. Okay. Now,
there it is.
Oh my goodness, I'm blushing.
Are you?
It kind of.
Okay.
You get some Sprite too.
Yeah, some Sprite.
Okay. It's the other 7-Up. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what else are we doing? Let's see. We're giving away spooky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I told that story. And I haven't broken anything lately, have I?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. And, John had a training moment. Okay?
Teaching moment. Katie.
Teaching moment. I forgot about the teaching moment. I didn't forget about the I've been taught. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Who's hugs to you? Somebody is. Oh, well, come on offline and tell me who needs a hug. Somebody needs a hug. Okay, so here's the deal. Here was my teaching moment. I'm old. Do we know I'm old? So I'm used to the
Just gonna let it play out. Just let it play out.
I'm used.
They're playing. They're all playing online. This is the hand signal for.
I'm used to in the car, the key that goes like this.
Yes, yes, the key that goes like this.
You turn the key and the car comes on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these days, that's not how the key works in my car. You press a button. Okay? And so then you don't take the key out when the car's done. Did you know that? It's very upsetting. Well, it's fine, but that's okay. Now, when I have to leave the car, like in the grocery store, you want to lock the car. So I take the keys out of the cup holder. Okay? I take the keys out of the cup holder because I want to lock the car when I'm going to the grocery store. So I actually lock the car. So I take the keys. But I leave the keys in the car when I go home and close the garage door. See, I'm telling the story.
No, I just like that our garage door closes like this.
Well,
it's fun.
Like
sure,
this. Okay. So sometimes John doesn't know that the keys are kept in the cup holder. So he pulls out his keys. And he goes to the grocery store. He goes to the grocery store with his keys in his pocket, unaware that the keys are left in the cup holder. Okay.
Her keys, not mine.
Okay. So he goes to the grocery store and he locks the car with his keys, leaving my keys in the cup holder. Okay. Mm-hmm. He gets grumpy about this. Why do you get grumpy about that?
Well, because it means anyone could have opened the car, because it would have sensed that the keys were there. So
that makes him grumpy. Does that mean that they could?
And they could have easily driven off with it as well, because also the keys were there.
Okay, so that makes him grumpy. Grumpy John. Grumpy boy. Okay, so this has happened many, many times. So many grumpy Johns. Okay, so what? So one day I'm looking to go to the store or someplace. I'm looking to go, and I can't find my keys. Can't find them. They're not even in the cup holder. I mean, I can't find the keys. Any place, can't find the keys. And so I'm looking all over. Can't find John's keys either. I can't find the keys. Okay? And John's upstairs taking a nap. And I don't want to disturb him because, I'm a nice wife. I don't want to disturb him. But after 45 minutes, I'm kind of getting, perturbed. And I'm like, where could I have put the frickin' keys? I'm looking all over for the keys. And I finally wake him up. And I think John is kind of half awake and he's kind of grinning. And he's like, did you lose something? Do you see that look? And I'm like, yes, I did. I can't find the keys anywhere. And what did you say?
I believe I did say it was a teaching moment. And I told you where they were.
And I said, well, why the hell are they way up high in a cabinet?
And I said,
both of them.
I just wanted to kind of emphasize the importance of keeping track of the keys.
And he said, and this is what we call a teaching moment.
True story.
And first I'm angry, and then I'm laughing so freaking hard that he treated me like a 5-year-old because I kind of deserved it. And so then I tell my little sister about this, and she's like, and then my little sister's like, oh my God, cha-ching, I'm so going to do this with my 16-year-old and my 12-year-old. She's like, I'm kind of sick of nagging. This is beautiful. Teaching moment.
Right? I mean, you got to find a way that works. You wait for things to sink in.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
So,
haven't I done that now?
What?
Oh, have I left the car keys in the...
No, but it's been a short while. So.
This has only been a short while. Anyway, that one's cracked me up. The teaching moment has cracked me up. Okay, so what are we?
We have some stuff to give away.
We do, because it's Halloween time and we've got some spooky stuff. Okay, because I go to the grocery store and I see things when the car hasn't been stolen. I bought things at the grocery store. I don't know why I'm giggling today. I am glad I'm home. I was gone for a week in Florida, and I kind of missed you, John.
Aww.
I really did. Okay, there were no teaching moments.
No teaching moments.
Well, yeah, there were. They taught me a lot at the thing, but they didn't teach me in a funny way like you do. Okay, so I missed you. Okay, so, what should we do?
You didn't, because I saw you posted the picture of one little bat.
Isn't he a goblin? I think he's a goblin.
Is it a goblin?
Yeah, I think he's a goblin.
How do you differentiate between goblin and bat?
Because of the ears. I think this is goblin ears. Hold on. He's Ozzy. If you see me when I cause a fright, just quickly run home and turn on a light. Oh, how the hell do I know?
He seems bat-like.
He does.
Of course, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
This is Beastie.
Oh, Beastie.
I can't read the rest of it because it's not in large print.
Do you see the large print I have to print for John?
Still, be nice if it was bigger.
Uh-huh. Here, I'll read it for you,
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
Okay. Beastie, I'm the cutest bat. See, this is bat.
Oh, okay, all right.
Bat that you will ever see. You'll find me sleeping in a tree. Okay? Uh-huh. All
right, and then Ghost.
But let's read. He is named Scream. You should be frightened when I scream, because being a ghost is my favorite dream. Okay. Should we give them all away together? No, we should give them away separately.
Give them away separately.
I'll give them away separately. Okay, you guys have to tell me how you would do a teaching moment in the see, we have the little the
comment section. Is that what you're trying to indicate? The comment section.
I will do a picture, and I will say that you have to do comments underneath them, and I will tell you what you have to comment. John, shut up! Quit laughing at me.
Think of a lot of comments I'd like to make.
Yeah, you could possibly win.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're winning comments. If you know.
Okay, so guys. Okay, something important. Ready? I am going to, people have said, I don't know if y'all have read that, what was the last book I wrote?
Shit.
The last book I wrote was, Silver Seal.
Box set. No.
Well, it was a series.
Yeah, series.
Silver Seal's Seal at Sunrise, okay? Liam and Addison's story. Okay? And in it, a lot of people have said they want to read Caroline Ann Laird's story. So I already have started Caroline and Laird's story.
True story.
Such a smart ass.
Yes.
Okay. So I've already started Caroline and Laird's story. Okay? And what I'm doing is the first place that Laird was ever mentioned. Thank you, Beth Waters Cotter. Yes, seal at sunrise. Okay, so the first place that Laird was ever mentioned, I know this is showing backwards, was Her Fierce Seal. Okay, and that's where we mentioned Laird's Lake Texoma compound. Okay, oh my God, look at him laugh. Okay, so I will also give one copy of Her Fierce Seal with one of the little Halloween plushies. I said it. So
you had a nap. You should be speaking better.
I'm just laughing and giggling.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Give me some Sprite.
Is that a fierce copy?
It's a fierce copy of the Fierce Seal. Okay? Fierce Seal is one of my all-time favorite books.
All-time favorites.
No, it's all about Finn. Finn was a cool guy.
Right?
He was.
Phineas.
You know, you are just odd.
Finn is in for the win. With a grin.
I'm taking a drink and I don't want to spit it out on my computer. So
okay, no, that's a good point.
Okay, you be a good boy.
We'll all sit here quietly.
I'm not going to take a drink. It will go horribly wrong.
Decline that sucker.
Horribly wrong.
Phone call.
And it was from Oklahoma, so it could have been Laird. Okay, so my husband John.
Oh, you can take a drink while you're making me read. Because I can't make you laugh while I'm reading.
You make me laugh when I'm reading. Okay.
When you're reading?
Go away, John. Okay. He is going to do a reading from Her Fierce Seal. Okay? So you're going to do a reading.
Am I?
Yeah.
Why is the mouse here? Do you use it? Do you need it?
You wanted me to blow up the size of the
oh yeah,
the
we
screen.
didn't do that, did we?
I did, honey.
No, but not on the computer.
I did do it on the computer.
Did you?
Oh, now you
sure.
Why is the mouse here?
I'm listening.
Now you're listening
Talk
to
to
both.
the people.
Okay, I'm talking to the people. But
okay,
now,
there we go. Now the sound's down.
Okay,
there.
that's probably for the best. Because
right?
Are you going to listen to yourself talk?
I always listen to myself talk. I have no choice. As luck would have it, every time I speak, I'm around.
Oh, God. I have to live with this. I have to live with teaching moments and stuff like this.
Oh, we're going to get some lens flare here. I got to handle the lighting situation.
Would you please handle the lighting situation? Oh, my goodness.
Right?
All right.
Look at that.
Oh. So we've got Laird, and then we've got Caroline. So there's Caroline. Okay, so.
Sweet Caroline?
Sweet Caroline. Oh, do you remember? Yeah? Come on, sing it. Sing it, baby.
Everyone else is supposed to sing it. I say Sweet Caroline, and then everyone else goes da da da. All right.
Sweet Caroline.
This is why I told her to stop.
Okay, ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm never ready. Do you understand? I'm never ready for the reading.
Okay.
You know? Oh no. Was this your idea? Whose idea was this in the beginning? Excerpt from Her Fierce Seal. How's the Sprite?
That was good.
Angie still had a bruise. Angie still had bruising on her lip.
Or hip.
Start over again. Angie still had bruising on her hip, and her rib cage was still wrapped with tape. In no way, shape, or form did it detract from her beauty, but it did make him very conscious of the fact that the formidable Angie Donatelli needed to be treated like spun glass. Now Finn, she commanded. That stopped him. What? She expected him to climb on board. What kind of lover had she had in the past? He cupped her ankle and then trailed the back of his fingers up the inside of her leg, higher and higher, closer and closer, to the bare mound that beckoned like a candle in midnight. She squirmed and parted her legs further, so he was tempted, and finally he was there. Just a touch, and she gasped his name. Delicate flesh he had to taste and savor. He needed this closeness like he needed his next breath. Finn nuzzled and licked as she shuddered and sighed. Carefully he coaxed her over the edge, exulting in her cry of pleasure. "Now, Finn," she pleaded. He stepped off the bed and shucked his jeans, then grabbed a condom. He laid down beside her and gathered her clothes. She was trembling, and so was he. For the first time in months, he was close to finding something he needed, something clean and pure. She turned his arms. All pleading was gone. Her fingers traced his cheekbones. She kissed his forehead, his eyelids, his lips. She was killing him. "You've given me so much, Finn. You don't see it, but I've never had someone stand beside me and want to protect me before." "I don't understand," he whispered. Her skin was so soft as he touched the shell of her ear. "Of course you don't, because you're just being Finn Crandall. You're the man I'm coming to love." Finn froze and had to have felt it. Damn, too much, too soon, wasn't it? "How about the man I'm coming to lust?" She gave him a cheeky grin, and his heart lurched. Ginger had made love a 4-letter word. He needed to reclaim it. Love, Angie. I like the word love a whole lot better. Lust is good, but love is what's happening in this room, in this bed. "Then why did you tense up?" "Bad memories. But you're chasing them away." "I'm glad. Do you want to talk about it?" Her brown eyes and soft liquid brown. He needed another kind of intimacy right then. "Later, I want this kind of love. First," he bent down and parted her lips with his. The flavor of strawberries exploded across his senses. She stroked him with one hand while the other pulled the condom wrapper from his hand. "I can't wait. I need you." Her thumb glided over his tip, and he was close to losing it. "Slow. I need this to last. We only have one first time. I want to savor it." Her breath hitched, and she kissed his chin. He brushed the arch of her brow and gazed into her eyes. Then he stroked downward until he was once again cupping her breasts, rolling her nipple to a swollen point. "So good." She sighed softly. Was there pain in her sigh? He bent and took the crest in his mouth, holding her gently down on the bed and forcing her to keep still for his ministrations. "Let me move." "No, it hurts you." "Staying still hurts more." She had so much to learn. He squeezed and she cried out, "Just lie there and enjoy this. I need to touch you, please you. I can't stand the thought of you in pain." He tenderly clasped her delicate flesh, loving how her breath caught. "Again," he obliged, and then his thumb rasped over her nipple, and again. She made a small move and he stopped. "Finn, you moved and I stopped. That's the game." "I don't like that game." He softly grasped her nipple with his teeth, and she shrilled with pleasure as his tongue worked the nub. The moment she moved, he stopped. "I hate this game. I don't want you to be in pain. There's a part of me that is painfully achy, painfully empty," she smiled. He licked her nipple one last time and then kissed her beautiful smile. She drew him in. He gloried in the closeness and realized she was right. He found the wrapper, and she'd helped to get the protection in place, doubling the amount of time it took with 4 hands attempting the task. Their laughter filled the bedroom. Then they looked at one another and realized the moment had finally come. "Finn," her voice trembled, "I have you." Had it ever been more important? He watched her languid expression of joy as he slowly slid home. She tried to lift, but he held her still. "Just squeeze, baby." He felt her clutch, and sweat broke out all over his body. She gave him a dazed smile as she clenched in sweet rhythm with his every thrust. "This is incredible," she breathed. "It's you. You take my breath away, lady. Faster, but still careful." He moved. She gripped him tighter and made the sweetest sound of passion. Her nails dug into his ass as she pushed upwards, and he thrust harder and faster, loving her tight pulsing. He watched as her eyes glazed over and she started to tremble. He continued his loving strokes and watched as she flew. Then he followed. When he came back to himself, he realized he had finally found redemption. And one blank page stood standing. There you go. That was an excerpt from her Fierce Seal. The book where Phineas first shows up in a fine Texas compound? Oklahoma compound. Oklahoma compound.
Texas compounds are so passe.
Look.
You're from Texas.
I am.
Okay.
It's a true story.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for playing today.
All right. And you'll post about how to win. Okay.
I will.
There you go. Have a good evening.